And this might be like a weekly thing, like just Kim and
Maybe we should just take over.
There was like a fear of me not being good enough, especially going into college auditions.
Okay, another question is Katie's full name Katie or Caitlin?
Only one person has ever said no to being on the podcast.
So maybe we're different, or maybe we're like rude, but like,
yeah, we could be rude. I think I'd say like, peace out. I'm good with my top 15.
You wouldn't want to learn a combo on stage?
No.
Katie, what's your favorite memory with Molly now that we graduated? How do you guys handle twin friends not liking the other twin friends? Example, Katie's friends disliking Cameron's.
You guys are sometimes
brutal.
not. You guys are brutal.
And I sat in the room, and then she went through my list of colleges, our 7 colleges, and she said, looking at it, you're not going to get in it to any of these. But I did hear a rumor that Stop Talking Ken's is going to be at TDA.
Hey guys.
We're back. I'm Cameron.
And I'm Katie.
And Ken's is still in New York at NYU. And she didn't have an episode for this week, so we're here to save the day.
And this might be like a weekly thing, like just Kim and
Maybe we should just take over.
Yeah. But Cameron and I recently posted a TikTok on TikTok, and it was a cake video, rejection versus acceptance cake, and there was a lot of questions. Yes. So here we are to answer them.
There were so many, and we're not going to be able to get to all of them, but we'll try our best to answer as many as possible.
So first, we're going to like go through our season a little bit, and then have more like just dance questions, and then we're going to
go into college because there are a lot of them. And also, I don't know if we know the answers to some of these.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting. But the first question is, what was your favorite solo or group dance that you've been in?
And there's been a lot because we have been dancing since we were 7 years old. There's a lot of dances that I've loved. But I think my all-time favorite dance, I don't know, what's yours?
My favorite solo is either All That Jazz by Molly Long. It was my first ever Molly Long solo, and I just love it. I look back at it today, and I'm like, how could I do that stuff?
Yeah,
that was definitely my peak. And then I also loved Volant that Corey and Troy did 2 seasons ago. I used that for college. I used it everywhere, and I don't think that it will be my last time doing it because I loved it.
No, you actually did it so much. Like, she just retired it. It was crazy.
Yeah, I did it like...
It had to be like 100 times.
Yeah.
You did it so much.
I did it so many times. But what solo is your favorite?
My favorite solo is for sure, like, probably like Crazy Little Thing.
Oh, boy.
Or Sugar Pie Honey Bunch. Those were just so fun. And also, like, I was a mini. I was just loving my life. But I also... Blue Bayou has a special place in my heart, again, because Sugar Pie Honey Bunch was literally my first solo ever. So,
yeah, I don't think a lot of you guys know that because we started dancing when we were 7, and it's actually like a little late compared to other people. And our first ever time competing, we only did a duo because we like were too scared to.
Or we had
solos.
like one solo before we came to project, but we were like,
it was contemporary. So first ever jazz. Oh, I don't know if yours
I had
was
a jazz solo.
Mine was lyrical.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can still find them today. They're still out there.
They're on YouTube.
Crazy.
Okay, and then favorite group dance. Ooh, this one has to be hard. I feel like they're the more recent ones, though. Like, instead of solo. I do love Dance Like Your Daddy. But I feel like... Or Ballroom Blitz. I loved Ballroom Blitz. Yeah. But I also loved, like... What's it called?
The Only Way Is Up.
The Only Way Is Up.
Our ladder dance with Corey and Troy.
Yes. And, like... Break My Soul. I loved those. So
Break My Soul was so hard for me, though.
Yeah. I like am out of shape when I do that.
Yeah. Okay, so another frequently asked question was, have you guys struggled with confidence and how do you deal with it? Cam, you go first.
I feel like I definitely have struggled a lot in the past. It was definitely more like when I was 13, 14 than now. But when I was that age, it was really, really hard.
So I, like, looking from the outside, I'm obviously with you 24/7. I'm dance with you every day. I could see, like, from 9 to 12 or however old you were, you were more confident. It was clear. Yeah. You were just, like, more sure of yourself. You also, like, you just love dance. Like, you actually didn't care what you looked like. We can go back and watch those Molly combo videos. Girl, you did not know what you were doing.
Not at all.
But you were just so happy to be there.
Yeah.
So, like, what changed from, like, because, yeah, you went from not caring and just dancing because you love it to really caring what not other people think of you, just really caring.
I think the main problem was the energy. Like, it wasn't that teachers weren't giving you positive feedback always, because that's not what dance is about. It's not about, like, ooh, someone said I did this good, let me do it again, or I'm, like, killing it. It's the fact that if you feel like you're not good enough and you're getting that energy back from someone, then you really are, like, then you're really not in a good place. So I feel like that was, like, the main thing. But gaining it back over the past couple of years has been really hard, just because the past, like, was still there and I always still had negative thoughts. But it definitely has gotten a lot better, and I'm in a way better place now.
Great.
Okay, now your turn.
Okay, so for me, it was, like, different because, like, different from anyone else's experience, because my confidence kind of came from being a twin, and I didn't really care about, like, how I danced or what people thought about me, but I just didn't want to be, like, you guys are sometimes
brutal.
not, you guys are brutal, you guys are rude, so I didn't want to be, like, the worst twin or, like, not good enough, I guess. So kind of, like, just, like, it was recent, kind of stepping back. Mine was, we kind of got away from the spotlight, and then coming back into project, it definitely, you guys came quick. You guys were on it fast. And that's kind of when my confidence started going down, because I didn't want to, like, go back to project and then be like, wow, Kameron got so much better than Katie when they left. Or, like, and I know that I'm going to say I don't think that happened.
No, that didn't happen.
But there was, like, a fear of me not being good enough, especially going into college auditions. I was like, oh my God, is Cam going to get accepted in places I get rejected to? That did happen. But I also couldn't, once that did happen, I couldn't say it was because I'm not a good dancer. It probably, obviously, it was a dance school that I got rejected to. It probably was my dancing. But I can't tell myself that. I can't be like, I'm not good enough, because each college is looking for a certain thing. And Cam was that, I wasn't. I don't know why I wasn't, but I can't be like, it's because of my dancing, or else I wouldn't get anywhere.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of you guys realize how, like, being a twin makes things so much different. It's like you're not only caring about yourself, but you're also caring about each other, but also you have another impact of, is so-and-so going to be better than me? And it's obviously difficult to handle, but it's also, like, a motivation at sometimes.
Yeah, Kameron and I work so much harder because I'm a twin. I'm going to be so for real.
There was, like, a time in ballet where I was like, okay, let's go in the back, let's hide. And Katie goes, wait, I want to go in the front today. And so I just had to suck it up and go in the front, because it's like one twin can't be, like, trying in the.
Yeah.
It's not like we wouldn't be trying. It's just, like, you always have someone to motivate you. And I feel like we've both gotten so much better, and I feel like it's because we're twins sometimes. Because it's like you have someone to motivate you.
Yeah. So, yes, for sure, we do struggle with confidence a lot. But my main thing is, if you love it, keep doing it. I love dance so much. And one rejection or one, like, hurtful comment, it's not because you're a bad dancer, or it has nothing to do with you probably. The hurtful comment was probably because they had a bad day. Or the negative energy around you is probably because they're the problem, not you. So just keep going. If you don't let other people's opinions affect you, then you're going to be the one who skyrockets and keeps going while they stop.
Yeah, and also it's easy to have the negative times impact or overweigh the positive, but looking back in big picture, there were so many more positives than negatives, and so you just have to find those, because I know the negatives hurt more, but they won't impact you that much. Okay, another question is Katie's full name Katie or Caitlin? What What's your full name?
Katie, and only Katie. I don't go by anything else.
Yeah.
Molly calls me
Katie Kate.
Katie Kate.
But that's it.
Sometimes just calls me Kay, but strictly Katie. My birth certificate says Katie, and it's just gonna always be Katie.
I call you Katie Bug.
Yep. And what are people gonna call you? Because you have so many nicknames. Cam, Cammy, Cameron. Is this gonna be like your Cameron chapter of your life, or
I don't know. I don't care. Like, my teacher heard my best friend call me Cammy once and was like, oh my God, like, I didn't know you went by that. I go by anything. Cam, Cammy, Cameron. I don't love Cameron, but, like, that's what everyone, like, calls me. So
yeah, also, like, I feel like Cameron, she doesn't like being called Cameron.
Not always. Because I feel like either I'm in trouble when someone calls me Cameron, or it's also, like, I feel like it's a guy's name. But it's not. I know it's not. But still.
Cammy is not a guy
It's,
name.
like, yeah. It's, like, I don't know. And I feel like I'm not, like, I'm, like, more dainty. I'm not, like, a Cameron. I feel like Cameron's strong. And I'm not strong.
So you don't know. You don't care.
I don't care. I really don't care.
So it's Katie and then anything.
I have multiple. Okay, this was one of my favorite questions that we got asked. And it's, how do you guys handle twin friends not liking the other twin friends? Example, Katie's friends disliking Cameron's.
I just think
Cam, like me.
I just think this question's so funny because
you think that we have different friends.
No, you think that I would like somebody who didn't like Cameron.
Like, that's just like that doesn't happen in our book.
And I don't even like Ken's like people that don't like me.
Yes. If it's mainly like Ken's. If Ken's likes someone or talks to someone that we don't like, we get mad at her. So it's like we've never experienced that because we always have the same friends. And if one friend doesn't like Katie, then they're no longer my friend.
Yeah. I feel like twins are different though. Like twins aren't as close as us, but even like sisters. Like I don't even let Ken's do that.
Yeah. So maybe we're different or maybe we're like rude, but like
yeah, we could be rude. But I'm not liking anyone who doesn't like Cam.
Yeah,
that's just
neither
weird.
am I.
Or
it's
Ken.
too complicating too. And also like true colors. Like if you don't like her, then you don't like me.
Yeah.
Like fake. This is a question only for you, and it's, does Katie want to stay in Michigan for the rest of her life?
So why I picked Michigan is because I want to live in Michigan. I like the environment better than New York, so that's why I ultimately chose Michigan. But I don't know. I actually have no idea. But 4 years there will help me determine that. And I also don't have to decide that now. But I think after 4 years, if I want to move back to California, I will. And then after 4 years, if I want to stay in Michigan, I will. It kind of all just depends. Also, I feel like Cameron and I won't be living in separate states after the 4 years.
I don't think we're going to be apart for after the 4 years.
Like, we might not be living together, but I think we would go back to living in the same state at least. So it's kind of up to her, too. I would definitely, like, I love California, and I also love Michigan. So I would love to live either places. It doesn't really matter to me.
Also, another question you got is, how are you gonna handle the weather? And I think a lot of you don't know that we used to live there.
Yeah, we lived there for
like 8 years,
9 years.
So we're definitely used to the weather. I mean, it is gonna be really cold.
It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be cold. But I mean, I'm a dancer. I'm going in for dance. It's not like I'm gonna be dancing outside. Yeah. So I'm gonna be inside most of the time dancing. So I don't think the weather is gonna affect me too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a question I have. I actually have, but it was asked. But I also have this question. So, how are you going to separate your clothes to college? The reason why I asked this question is because she currently wears all my clothes. So, how are we going to do that?
I think after she packs, I'm going to just take some of her tops because I don't know what to do. I'm going to be naked because I have no clothes. I'm set on the dance clothes.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like, we share those, but, like, we have enough of them. But I'm not set on the normal people clothes. So either I'm going to have to do some major shopping this summer, which we will, or I'm going to just have to figure it out. Maybe wear a sports bra because I don't have normal people clothes.
So basically, I get all the clothes I purchase with my own money. And then the dance clothes, we will just split because we both wear them. And then she's just going to have to figure it out.
Yeah.
So this is a question for both of us, but what made them decide to do the BFA program over a dance team?
So the BFA program dances way more than the dance team, but also we've been training BFA dance all of our life and not dance team life. A lot of people don't know that they're like very different, but they are very different. If we were to want to go into dance team, then we would have gone to a different high school and done like the song program there. But that's not what we were looking at. And so at USC, personally, I would not do it just because they only have song. They don't have a dance team, if that makes sense. It's like only like cheer. But the Michigan dance team is so good. So
okay, I'm going to clarify for Cam. So what she means is the USC dance team is only football games and like other sports games. They don't go to UDA. They don't do competitive dance team. Michigan,
at least I don't think they do.
I don't think they do either. But they might. I don't think they do though. The Michigan dance team does it all. But I also haven't been training in it at all, as you guys know. And I also didn't want to. I wanted to focus on contemporary ballet and just all of that. And I think my main focus will always be that. But if I do want to audition for the dance team, if I get there and I go to the football games and I think that that would be fun or want to do UDA, I will audition next year. But right now, I'm just focused on getting settled in Michigan first. Yeah. Meeting new people, finding new professors to look up to, and things like that.
Okay, another question for both of us. Will you be having a roommate in college, and how will you prepare for that?
So I will, and she's actually a junior, so she's a bit older than me, but she's from London, and she's super sweet, and I'm really excited to get to know her.
And I won't. So I'm also excited about that because I would be a terrible roommate.
Her room is so messy.
It's literally not. Like,
no,
if you look at the average
teens, yeah, it's not that bad.
Messy to a clean freaks like you, whose room is always perfect. I just don't make my bed, which I do want to start doing because in college it's a smaller bed, so I think I can do it.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
But it's not that hard. But I won't. And also, like, that was my plan from the start, is to not have a roommate just because I would only want a room with her. And
I also think it's different because everyone's like, you want like the college experience to like room with somebody. But Cameron and I have been rooming together for our entire lives. Let's be so for real.
We have separate rooms, but we share a room.
No, we don't share a room.
Yeah.
But we've lived the same life in the same house. Like, I think we're fine if we live alone. Yes. Or if she lives alone.
Yes. I think it's like we're entering a different chapter where it's like we're doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing in college. They're scared about living with someone. They're scared about doing this. And it's like we're scared about doing this alone.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's very different for us. It's also cool because Katie moves in 2 weeks before I do. So I get to go there and move her in. And then she gets to come here and move me in. So we'll still have the experience together.
Kameron Couch, will you be at TDA?
I will not be. We are doing NYCDA Nationals, and we are so excited. You guys have no idea. We haven't stopped talking about it. We're doing the Phoenix one, and I'm so excited, but that also means we're not doing TDA, just because 2 Nationals is a lot. And, yeah, I feel like I would want to experience TDA again just because we've, like... Katie says no, but I always have fun at Nationals.
You always do good.
Yeah, but, like, it's fun, but NYCDA will be enough because I'm so excited. You love NYCDA, though.
I love NYCDA. I'm so excited for NYCDA.
It's the improv on stage with thousands of people watching.
I never get there. I don't care about that part. It's everything else about TDA.
What would have happened if you got top 15 at Radix?
I think I'd say, like, peace out. I'm good with my top 15.
You wouldn't want to learn a combo on stage?
No. Cameron and I, if you guys didn't know, Cameron and I went to Radix Nationals to watch Grayson and all the other
It was so fun. We drove Lily all the way to San Diego, and it was so much fun.
And we watched it. And the second we walked into that room, I felt anxiety.
Stress. We were like, whoo.
It was wild.
I just was thinking, if Katie got called for that, I feel like I would look at her location and she would be, like, back home.
I would.
She would have left.
There's no way I'd be up on that stage and be like, okay, it's my time. I need to do good so I could get top 6. I'd be like, I'm good. Top 15 is way enough for me. please just hand me my plaque now, and I'm leaving.
Katie and I aren't great under stress, or like even.
It's not even that. That's unnecessary stress. I wouldn't never put myself through that. Also, can we talk about how those videos are online forever?
Yeah. Wait, your Radix improv is online still. What do you think about
yours
that?
is too?
Yeah, but what do you look back when you like?
That's fine. I think the TDA improv.
It's fine.
I regret my choices that I made. I kicked my leg up in the air a few too many times during my improvs as a mini division. But again, you're a mini. Of course, you're gonna do a leg kick.
Yeah. When we were minis, it was way different from the
That's
minis
what I
now.
keep looking at.
It's very different. So I'm grateful that we are not minis currently, because we would be very behind. But yeah,
the minis this age division.
Wild. We would have been so bad.
It's fine. I thought I was good. It's okay.
Okay, another question for both of us, but I think we have the same answer, is what was the hardest part about the college audition process?
It was definitely like the first semester, like the pre-screens.
Yes, the beginning of senior year.
Yeah. I'd say if we auditioned academically, it would have been harder, like with the like essay and stuff, but we kind of knew going into it that the essay didn't count. Our transcript did not count. Our grades did not count. Our ACT score did not matter. We did not have to go through academic stress at all. We kind of just did our essay, submitted it, called it a day, and then it was time to do the pre-screens, and that's what dance mattered. So yeah, those were stressful. I don't think you guys understand. Kameron and I did 3-hour privates on Fridays.
Every Friday
after school, we did 3 hours
of filming, and that's all we did. All we did the whole time was film, and on top of that, we would, after the 3-hour private, we would go to project, we would do the weekend rehearsals all weekend, and then we would start over the week. So it was a lot. I'm like, looking back, I'm like, wow, I don't know how we didn't burn out, but I think it was like the fact that we had to do it. It was like, you have to get this done. Like, it's very important, and if you don't put 100% energy into it, then you're not going to get the results you want.
But also, like, you're filming a 30-second pre-screen to your dream college, and all they see is that 30 seconds of your entire life of hard work. And yeah, they were literally never good enough. And I don't think anyone has ever submitted a video to college and said, that's good enough. That shows my years of hard work. No, also, it's never going to.
We didn't like submit like 9 hours of footage, like it sounds like. We like filmed for 3 hours, then we would watch all the videos back and we'd be like, none. And so the next private, we would do the same videos, and we did it over and over again until we got like the best takes out of them, until it was too late. It was deadline time. We had to submit them. And I don't think I looked back on any of the videos I submitted since, because
no, I don't want to either.
Yeah.
I'm good.
But I think like looking back, it was a lot, but it was worth it and it was needed. And so if I like have any advice for people going into it currently, it's to start early, to not be too hard on yourself, but also know like, this can be better. Let me try again, and keep going until you get a take that you want, because you don't want to look back and regret it, because that's just not a good feeling.
I also think that like, film what you feel the best doing. Don't film what you think they want.
Yeah.
You're never gonna feel confident doing it if you don't actually like what you're doing. You have to do what is true to you and your dance style, and if it's good enough for the college, it's good enough for the college. Actually, you're probably always going to be good enough for the college, is whether the college is looking for what you are.
And also, you can't be like, oh, they're looking for this. We don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're looking for. And based on, like, people we know who got through pre-screens and some people who didn't, like, it was so different. Like, I still won't ever know what they're looking for. So just film as much as you want. Be confident with yourself and don't think about what they want, because you're not going to figure it out.
I also want to add, everyone says get a like college counselor, or like if you're going for dance, you do not need a college counselor at all. I actually recommend not getting one, because they're going to focus on academics. If you're double majoring, maybe, but if you're only going strictly for dance, they're going to put so much pressure on your academic what you're submitting. But I hate to tell you, they are not reading that essay. They are that you put hours into. They're not. Make it good. Make it your personal statement. Like, make it who you are. But they don't care. They just care about your dancing. So don't.
I remember we had the mandatory meeting with our high school counselor, and I sat in the room, and then she went through my list of colleges, our 7 colleges, and she said, looking at it, you're not going to get in it to any of these.
She didn't say that. She said,
well, she was like, you need to find some safeties. And
based on the GPA, you need to find some safeties.
So they don't really know. You're going to get a college counselor, and they're going to say, if you don't have a high enough GPA, but you're applying for dance, they're going to say, you need to apply to safeties. But it's different for dance. Yeah. So just make sure you have that in mind, too, and stick to what you know, because it's going to be different. Yeah, and we didn't have any safeties, so.
But if you want safeties, apply to safeties.
I think we were the only people, like, out of our, like, friend group who didn't have safeties, but
it just came down to we would rather not go to college than go to a college that we didn't like. And a lot of people were like, I need that degree. I want to go to college. But Cameron and I were like, we'd rather go into a company or do something else if we weren't going to get into a college that we applied to.
Yeah. We definitely, like, that took a while because of, like, the UCs, too. There's so many UCs that are close to us, and we were like, oh, cute. But then we were like, wait, if we got in, we wouldn't go. Yes. So why waste the money when you don't need that degree sometimes?
Okay, Cam, out of all the seasons at Project, what was your favorite?
I would have to say it was season 9. Mm-hmm. Season 10 was good, but Ken's wasn't there, and so I felt like I was, like, missing something because she has been dancing with us, like, our whole lives when we were at Project. But season 9, the energy was, like, unmatched. It was so good.
Yeah, I'd say season 9, just because the group of people, the environment. The group of people stayed the same season 10, so I love it literally equally. But season 9, it was just such a big jump from the energy season 8 to season 9. Yeah. Everyone just really wanted to be there. Everyone loved dance as much as we did. And it stayed the same season 10, but I feel like season 9, it was kind of like the first time that Cameron and I we were just all like, wow, like this is a great season.
Season 9 was
wild. Like, even Molly thinks back, like we ended rehearsals early. Like we would do a group once and Molly'd be like, okay, that can go on stage, you're done. And that like just never happened before. No. It was wild.
Yeah. And I think like everyone wanted to be there. And it's not like people didn't want to be there season 10. It was just like Ken, Lola, Sammy, they were great seniors too. And so it was just like, it was just a great group of people.
Yeah.
Katie, are you going to join a sorority next year?
No, thank you. Cam, are you?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I won't. Especially not freshman year. But like, I don't think I ever will. Just because dance and being alone, like that's all I really care about. So, that environment isn't the environment for me, and it's definitely not the environment for you, I don't think.
I'm good.
Katie, I feel like a lot of people are wondering this. Are you a natural blonde?
I was born a blonde. When I got older, it got darker. I touch it up.
Like, I don't know why you guys care so much, but if you look back, like, at our baby photos, which we always post because we look the same, we have, like, no hair. It's there, but it's just platinum blonde. So we are blonde. We grew up being blonde, but everyone who's a blonde will know, like, your roots get darker, so you touch them up. But I think I will forever be a blonde.
I also think that people who are blonde don't ask that question.
Yeah.
It's everyone who's not blonde who cares.
Yeah.
I honestly, like, don't think it's that deep.
And also, I feel like even with people with, like, brown hair or black hair, like, they have hair appointments too. Like, I just don't think it's weird. Like, people with blonde hair, people think it's so weird with us.
Yeah.
But it's literally not. Okay, I just want to shout out Kirsten for this question. And Katie, this question is for you. How do you like your ice cream?
It's very specific. It needs to be vanilla with Oreo chunks in it, aka cookies and cream.
But like, not like cookies and cream. Like,
no, it is cookies and cream ice cream. It just, the right shop needs to do it right, where they don't blend the Oreos with the vanilla ice cream. It's just vanilla ice cream with Oreo chunks. Handle Ice Cream does it very well. But I will accept any cookies and cream ice cream, by the way. But
yeah,
it does need to be vanilla with Oreo is my preference.
Katie will quiz our friends to see if they're true friends, like, randomly. And it's, how does she like her ice cream? Because they're not true friends if they don't know.
Yeah. I also got an ice cream spoon and an ice cream bowl for my birthday.
Because everyone knows she loves ice cream.
I love
it's actually
ice cream.
like, do you think it's an insult sometimes of how much you talk about ice cream? Like,
I don't think I talk about it that much.
Girl.
I don't.
Anyways, mine, even though people weren't asking me, is birthday cake. I love birthday cake, especially Handel's. Handel's is our favorite, but they have like birthday cake, like frosting chunks in it too. It's so good.
We love ice cream. We're an ice cream household. We'll always have ice cream in the house.
Yes. Okay, this one's not a question, but do you think Kenz will get Savannah Manziel on the podcast?
As we know of, only one person has ever said no to being on the podcast. So Kenz will reach out, and then if they like see it, they'll respond saying yes or no. So like give your recommendations below, because Kenz will actually try to get anyone. Also, you have to realize we're in California. Stop Talking Kenz is located in California. If they're not out here, they're not going to fly out here to be on the podcast. If they're in California and the timing works, they'll be on the podcast. So it has to be timed too.
But I did hear a rumor that Stop Talking Kenz is going to be at TDA, make an appearance. So you guys got to stay tuned, because there's amazing dancers going to TDA. So you get a couple of episodes from there.
Also, check out the TDA Vegas schedule, and then tell us who you want to see that's going on the podcast, because Kenz will reach out to anyone.
What will be the hardest part of not going to the same college as me?
I think just like not having somebody. I guess like even like at Disney, just at grad night, we always sat together. We had a duo on the rides. It was, our group was 7, but Cameron and I were always paired. Like I've always had somebody. Even like when we got fights with our friend group, it was probably Cameron and I against the entire friend group a lot of the time. But it was Cameron and I against the entire friend group. It was just me against the entire friend group. So I think, yeah, that's a big thing. Every argument, it was 2 against 1 or 2 against 15. It didn't matter. It was always 2 against something. Yeah, I think that's the main thing.
I mean, I can still be 2 against 1. It will just be over a FaceTime call.
That's not how it works, so no.
Yeah, I think that is definitely going to be the hardest part, is just not having someone by your side always. And I think that's like I think that's what a lot of people are definitely scared about, is having someone by your side, like your roommate or something. But it's going to be different for us, because even if we do find a best friend right away and they're by our side, it's not going to be the same. Katie, what's your favorite memory with Molly now that we graduated?
I think my favorite memory is still Hawaii with her. It was season 2, right? Like, yeah, season 2.
Yeah.
Season 2, we went to Jump Hawaii with Molly. It was before she was teaching at Jump. It was just us 3 and Molly, and
it was so fun.
It was so fun. It's not just like, yes, I love Molly being there, but the activities we did together. Like,
we went to like a luau, right?
Luau.
We
went zip lining. We went canoeing. We climbed a waterfall, all with Molly. I remember this so clearly. We went zip lining, and then
I got stuck.
No, that's not what I was going to say. We went zip lining, and then we finished, and it was like 2 hours until we competed our solos at Jump. And I remember Molly was like, that was fun, but now get ready and do good. And then we did good, and then we went out to dinner, and we ate, and then had a great time.
I don't remember that. I just remember getting stuck.
But I loved like watching her jump from like a friend to a teacher. Like, she was like, oh, that was so fun. Like, we had great times zip lining. And then she was like, okay, I'll see you when you
solo time. Let's get on it.
And she like ran us, and then we went on stage, and then she was back to being our friend.
Yeah, it was fun. I do remember Jump Hawaii, because I remember like, I don't remember the dance part. Oh, I remember I got a bloody nose during the audition. Oh my God, people in Hawaii are so nice. I got a bloody nose in the audition. They gave me a change. It was like so bad. I always get bloody noses in Hawaii. But Eliana's mom, Yolanda, shout out. She gave me like a change of clothes.
She's always at Hawaii.
Yeah. Our go-to girl. But she gave me like a change of clothes, like a different top. All the moms like in Hawaii were like rushing to like get me paper towels. I like felt so supported. Actually, I do remember. I love that about Hawaii. I wish we went this year, but everyone is so supportive there.
So
like,
nice.
All the parents sat like in the audience for every number. Like, that doesn't happen in Anaheim. No. Absolutely not.
It was wild. Hawaii was just amazing in general. Like,
yeah.
Cam got her bloody nose. I'm pretty sure parents told the teachers, like,
yes,
let
someone
her
went up.
do another group. Like, she didn't miss her audition.
Yeah.
And then it was just like a random parent.
Yeah. And then so it was like very much, I do remember it being very much a supportive environment, which is also why
I also remember being in the ocean with her.
Yes, I almost drowned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Molly was like holding Cam because Cam never knows how to swim in the ocean. Like, I don't know. She gets in the ocean and she forgets how to swim.
Yeah.
I swear.
The Cyphers can tell you guys, like literally a month ago, we
She
went
still
in the
doesn't
ocean
know.
and I like almost died.
Yeah. She like doesn't know how to put her feet like on the sand. Like, I don't get it. But Molly was holding Cam because she didn't want to go in the ocean. And then they both got tumbled by waves. And Kenzie and I were just staring at them, waiting for them to come up because they were both just like getting tumbled by waves. And Molly was like trying to hold Cameron up.
Yeah.
She was like drowning.
Yeah, it was bad. I do remember that too. Okay, last and final question. What was something that people would say just because you were twins that you hated?
It's not like a specific thing, but it's like when people like, if Cam answers, they expect my answer to be the same. I absolutely hate it. It's like, Cam, do you want to do this? She says no, but I want to do this. And they don't even ask me my opinion on it. Oh, I think I need to like give an example. For
I
you guys
know
to
the
understand.
specific example that made you so mad when it happened.
I'll just like, it's very, very, like, it's not that deep, but it just annoys me.
It's like we're two different people.
Yeah, it's like, do you want me to write your name down on this piece of paper? Do you want me to sign you in? Cam says, yes. They sign her in. And then they sign me in too without asking me. It's really not that deep. I know it's not that deep. But we're two individual people. You didn't ask my opinion on it. I want to sign myself in.
She gets really fired up about it. Mine's probably like if I make a mistake and then Katie makes this mistake, they're like, oh, wow, you guys are making a lot of mistakes today. And I'm like, wait, but like we're two different people. We both made one. How does that make it like a lot of mistakes? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So like basically it's like when people treat us like we're
one.
Yeah.
When we're not. We're very tight and we act the same sometimes. But we're two different people. All right, guys, that's the end of our episode. Let us know if you want us to create our own podcast because this is fun.
Okay.
I'm kidding. We're not going to do that. But make sure you guys tune in next week for some TDA episodes because those are going to be great. And we will see you guys later. And let us know if you have any more questions for us because we'll make another part.
Like, subscribe, and comment down below everything that we asked you to comment down below before.
All right, guys. Peace out. Love you.